Anthropic just released Claude Opus 5, and it might actually be better than Fable while being half the price. If that is true, this is my new favorite model, so let's find out. So this is how they're describing Opus 5. Opus 5 is a thoughtful and proactive model that comes close to the frontier intelligence of Claude Fable 5 at half the price. On coding and knowledge work evaluations like Frontier Bench and GDP-Val, Opus 5 is the new state-of-the-art that remains behind Mythos 5 on cybersecurity tasks. Opus 5 is designed to be used every day, it works more efficiently than other models, and it's the new default model on Claude Max and the strongest model on Claude Pro plans. After this, they then go on to show the benchmarks, and it is winning on a lot of these, despite the fact that Fable 5 is here, and it's not even winning by small amounts. According to them, it's nearly 10% better on Frontier Bench than Fable 5, but one of the craziest ones to me is its score on ARC-AGI. Opus 4.8 scored 1.5% here, whereas Sol scored 7.8%, which was the previous high score, but Opus 5 scores 30.2%. The team behind this benchmark actually showed that Opus had a new capability that they hadn't seen before in any other models, where it would turn these tests into algebraic notation to perform advanced logical reasoning. This is seriously impressive stuff. If you're wondering, by the way, why Fable isn't on here, that's because of Fable's data retention policy. ARC-AGI don't want to risk leaking any details of their benchmark to Anthropic, but the good news is Opus 5 does not have data retention requirements for general access. That is going to make a lot of people very happy. Moving on though, let's take a look at the third-party benchmarks by Artificial Analysis. On the coding index, it comes in second, losing only by 0.3 points to GPT 5.6 Sol Extra High, but it does beat Fable by 1.5 points, and it's a very nice jump above Opus 4.8. Shout out to Kimmy K3 here, by the way, for breaking up the big guys. I did a video on that when it released, so you should definitely subscribe to stay up to date with the AI and developer news. If we then take a look at the Agentic Index, Opus 5 actually takes the lead here, being a nice small jump above Fable 5 and beating OpenAI's Sol model. It's also the same story on the Intelligence Index, where Opus 5 is ahead there too. So on the performance side of things, it looks like Opus 5 is a seriously good model, and honestly, I'm pretty surprised. I kind of thought Fable was where they were going to focus on now, and that Opus would become the sort of new Sonnet model, but now it seems that Fable and Opus are almost neck and neck until we factor in pricing. If we take a look at the cost to complete a task on Artificial Analysis, Opus 5 actually comes in 72 cents cheaper than Fable 5, and it's only a little bit more costly than Opus 4.8. Now, I would say if you were going to go for price to performance, GPT 5.6 Sol is still going to be the winner here, costing nearly half the price of Opus 5. You can see on this chart, where green is the most attractive quadrant, that GPT models sit just about in there, along with Kimmy K3, and Anthropic models kind of have their own section in the higher price side of things. Cursor Bench also mirrors all of these benchmarks that we've looked at. On here, Opus 5 Max has nearly the exact same score as Fable 5, but Fable costs $17 for that task, and Opus cost $8. The price itself, by the way, is the same as Opus 4.8, so it's $5 for a million input tokens and $25 for a million output tokens. So if you're a fan of Opus 4.8, I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't use this model, and as a fan of Fable 5 myself, I'm definitely going to be using Opus 5 a lot to save my subscription and my credits so they don't run out as often. Honestly, my best guess on Fable versus Opus is that Fable is still going to be the top model if you want really long horizon hard problems, but for 95% of the work, Opus 5 can now take its place. But now let's go ahead and actually see it in action with some local tests. The first test I did was to ask the models to create a complete Formula 1 racing game in a single HTML file using Three.js. Now, I'll talk about how long each model took, as well as how much that would cost in the API at the end, but first, let's just see the results. This is the result that Opus 5 gave me, and I've got to say, I am seriously impressed with the models here. It uses no external assets or anything like that itself. This is all done by Opus 5, and everything looks really good. Now, the track layout was a bit backwards there, but the handling is all good, the lap times work, the positioning works, the order works, all of that works well. Yes, we are driving under grass here, but you can see collision works, and there is actually a track underneath this grass, so I could very easily prompt that out. And also the gravel traps seem to work really nice as well. Honestly, I am very impressed with the result that we got from Opus 5 here. These F1 cars look the best out of all of them in my opinion. I'll let you decide though. This is the result that Fable gave me. I think this one is also really nice with the track layout, but the cars are a little more basic than what we got out of Opus 5. I do actually really like the camera wobble that it does when we turn, and again, all of the other features work, like track positioning, track timing, and all of that. So Fable 5 has also done a really good job, but honestly, I do think I prefer the Opus one. This is the result that I got from GPT 5.6 Sol, also on the max effort. I'd say this one has done a nice job with the modeling and sort of the camera look, but you can see there is no track, and there's some assets that are backwards, and also about halfway around this track, the track does break. So it's done a worse job, in my opinion, than Fable and Opus, I definitely think that Opus is still winning here. And the last model I tested is Kimi K3, and this is the result they gave me. And honestly, super impressive for an open weight model. It's done a pretty good job, pretty similar to GPT 5.6 Sol. The barriers work, the track works, everything like that, positioning, everything is working. It's built me a pretty nice game in a single shot. If we take a look at the cost and timings of those runs, Opus 5 actually spent 46 minutes and 51 seconds to complete the F1 game, and would have cost around $12.99 if we use the API. So for me, Opus 5 was actually more expensive than Fable here, and looking into it, it was because it used 5 times more tokens. I'm really hoping this is an outlier, as the other benchmarks don't seem to report the same thing. I will add that I'm calculating the cost of those Claude models by using the Claude code usage tool, so there might be some accuracy issues there, as you don't get the exact price when you use the subscription. Also, as I said earlier, these models are still a premium, so if you come down to something like GPT 5.6, you are going to get a quicker and cheaper model, but the results were, in my opinion, worse. Let's try another test though. This time I'm asking them to create a personal finance management dashboard, so it's going to be a full stack application with a front end and a back end, and I also list a few features that they can add here. Now this is the result that I got back with Opus 5, and honestly I've got to say I am pretty impressed. I really like this UI, it's just a style that I personally like. Let me know in the comments if you do as well. And everything is fully functional. I have tested all of these work, and we do have separate pages for each of the features that I asked for here. And again, all of the features are working between the front end and the back end, and I just really like the UI style that it's gone with. I think it's the best one out of the lot. As for the code itself, it used React and React Router on the front end, which I'm a big fan of. And then the back end, it also gets plus points because it did use a real database. It used Node SQLite here for the database, and for the actual server, it used Express. This is the result that Fable 5 gave me, and I'm a bigger fan of the Opus 5 UI, but this one also isn't too bad, but these charts are a bit useless, to be honest. This one down here is fairly nice, and again, all of these features do work. I just think Opus 5 put a bit more energy into the UI, and it's definitely better at that side of things. In the code, it did something similar to Opus 5, where it used React, but I will say it didn't pick a routing library. It actually just built a small routing library itself. I probably would prefer that it sticks to something like React Router. And then for the database, it did the same thing, where it's using Node SQLite here, and this one is also built on Express. So a pretty similar backend there, but I'd say Opus actually chose the better stack for the front end. This is what GPT 5.6 Sol gave me, and I've got to say this one is up there for UI design. It's definitely matching Opus. I think it's just a different style, so it's probably going to come down to personal preference, but I do really like this one. It's done an incredible job of mapping out all of the UI, and again, all of the features do work, but this one didn't actually use different pages for these individual features. It just goes to a different part of the page. It also chose the most unique stack out of all of them. It went with Next.js with a combination of Drizzle, which I do really like for the database, and is a pretty valid approach for something like this. But then it also used Cloudflare and Vnext to actually host it, which I do think is a bit of an odd decision, because as you can see, Vnext is very early, and I don't think it's been tested yet, and they're definitely putting something in the prompt to actually force it into using Cloudflare and Vnext. And I said this in my Kimi K3 video, it's probably because that is how their own hosted ChatGPT sites work. Finally, the last model that I tested is Kimi K3, and this is the result that we got back, and I'd say it's done a very good job. This UI is sort of something I would have gotten out of GPT 5.4 or 5.5, so I think it's a little bit behind in UI design, but again, all of the features are working, and I can't really complain too much about this UI. It does exactly what I asked it to do. The code does get some minus points from me though. It did choose React for its front end, and again, it built its own routing library like Fable did. But then if we go to the server, it actually only has an Express server, and it didn't build out any database using Node SQLite or anything like that. It actually just built out its own database using JavaScript, so it saves everything to a JSON file. That is definitely not the approach that I would want it to take. As for the timing and pricing of the models on that finance test, Fable was the most expensive, costing $30.79, and also taking 56 minutes and 55 seconds. But again, with Opus, it seems to be pretty close in price to Fable, as it cost me $29.82, and it actually took longer at 59 minutes and 15 seconds. The GPT models are just really well priced in comparison. It's about 3.5 times cheaper, and I really hope this competition will start to bring those Anthropic prices down. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. Obviously, I only ran each test once, and I only did 2 tests, so I'm hoping that the artificial analysis benchmarks are more accurate, where Opus is actually a third of the price of Fable, but I'll definitely have to use it a bit more to work that out. Maybe it's just the tool that I'm using to actually measure the costs costs. Another point for Opus though is that it's slightly less strict on cybersecurity work than Fable 5. The safeguards are pretty similar to Opus 4.8, with the exception of some stronger guardrails on a narrow range of cyber tasks. Apparently the safeguards will allow Opus 5 to find vulnerabilities in source code, but it will block binary-based vulnerability scanning, as well as penetration testing and exploit generation. Their testing found that their classifiers intervene around 85% less often than they do for Fable 5. So there we go, the model competition is genuinely quite impressive right now. We have GPT 5.6 showing that prices can be brought down, we have open models like Kimi matching the big guys in intelligence, and we have Anthropic who are constantly pushing that intelligence further and further. What is your favourite model, and do you like the sound of Opus? Let me know in the comments down below, or either subscribe, and as always, see you in the next one.